Welcome to this episode of Jacks2Pavement. Now today we're installing a lower polyurethane engine mount on the 2002 Cavalier. Alright guys, so here are the tools we're going to need today. We've got a 1/2-inch drive ratchet with a 19mm socket, a 3/8 drive ratchet with a 15mm socket, a hammer to position the new mount, a jack stand to support the vehicle, and a jack to raise the vehicle and support the engine. Alright, step one, we've got to break the lug nuts loose, and then we're going to jack up the car, remove the wheel to get access to the engine mount. Now this engine mount happens to be on the lower passenger side of this engine. Alright guys, so far we've taken the wheel off, took the inner fender liners out, and then broke both of the bolts loose for the motor mount. Now the nuts are welded in on the other side, which makes it a little bit easier. Now all we got to do is take the bolts out, and we've placed a jack underneath the motor to support the motor while we're doing this. Alright guys, now here are the two different mounts, this being OEM and this is the RK Sport mount. I want to show the fact that this one has a area for the rubber to bend. This allows the motor to flex a little bit more than this one would. This one is solid polyurethane. Now the polyurethane itself is stiffer than the rubber mount on the OEM. But the fact that it doesn't have a flex point will allow for less engine movement, but this will cause more vibrations inside of the car. Alright guys, and the new mount's in. Both bolts up. It took a little bit of persuading because this mount is slightly larger, which again we're trying to reduce engine flex so it fits tighter. Tighten them down until you can't tighten them anymore. Alright guys, fender liner's back in. Mount's in. Just gotta put the wheel back on. Remove the jack stand. We're good to go. Alright guys, the scenery has changed because the lug nut key that I had broke while we were in the middle of tightening the wheel. And so we had to drive here to AutoZone to get another. Wheel's tight, fender liner's in, and now we're about to go for a test drive to see how much of a difference it makes. Thank you for watching this episode of Jacks2Pavement. Hope you enjoyed. After the test drive, we noticed a little bit more vibration out of the car and better throttle response off the line.